So it's Tuesday. Okay, yeah. All you brave souls are here for the Tuesday class. That's a good thing. So let me move back to the mat and we'll have some fun. We'll do some yoga. Cross-legged seat. It feels good to be back in that cross-legged seat. This for a long time. I think I told you I messed up my hip a little bit, and so cross-legged seat was not comfortable. But as with most things in life, if you just hang on for a little while, sometimes the problems just disappear by themselves. Um, Patience, right? Just be patient. So notice the connection between the body and the mat or the chair or wherever you are. And just kind of let the body, the weight of the body settle down into that space, into that support that's beneath you. And just feel that. Yeah, just feel that. And then draw the shoulders or lift the shoulders up and then bring them back a little bit. And the chin is parallel to the floor. And now let's all take a deep breath in and open the mouth and let it go. And one more deep breath. And exhale. With a soft focus of the eyes closed, just let the breath come into the body and leave the body. Letting the inhales and exhales be about the same length. And if the breath is a little ragged this morning, just see if you can smooth it out. Nice smooth inhales and a nice transition to the exhales. And then transition to the inhale, to the exhale. Feel the movement in the belly as you breathe. Softening the face, releasing the shoulders, relaxing the legs, arms and hands. And maybe bringing that Ujjayi breath into the exhale. And now one more long inhale, deep from the belly up. And then open the mouth and let it go. And gently open the eyes. You can move a little bit here. Let's start with a little warm up of the neck. Inhaling, and as you exhale, just let the gaze move over to the right shoulder. Let the chin drop toward the shoulder. Take a breath here. And bring the head up into center. And as you exhale, turn the gaze to the left. Let the chin drop. Bring the head up into center. Exhaling, let the chin move down toward the chest. Taking the head up and out of the shoulders. Feel the sensation in the back of the neck. Inhaling, bring the head up. And now let the gaze drift up toward the ceiling. Press the jaw forward. And bring the head back up. And let the right ear drop over toward the right shoulder. Extending the left hand, fingertips down on the floor or toward the floor. And bring the head up and let the left ear move over toward the left shoulder. And up into center. Let the chin come down toward the chest and draw the chin over toward the right shoulder. And then to center and toward the left. Center and right. And center and left. Bring the chin to center and inhale and bring the head back up. Again, lifting up into that tall C, shoulders back and down. Take a deep breath in, exhale. Inhale, bring the arms wide and turn the palms toward the front of the mat. Draw the arms into the shoulders. Reach out with the fingers, through the fingers. Good. And as you inhale, take the hands and arms back. Let the gaze drift up toward the ceiling. Point the fingers behind. And as you exhale, bring the hands to the knees. And gently round back. Just release here. Inhaling, lifting up tall, arms come wide, gaze drifts up. Exhaling, hands to knees and chin to the chest. And one more time, really reaching, pointing those fingers back. Exhaling, hands to knees and chin to chest. And coming up to that upright seat. And remember, no pain in yoga. You can rest whenever you want. Less is more, so move to sensation, not pain. Good, all right. Bring the hands out to the side, fingertips down on the floor. And on the next inhale, turn the palms to the ceiling and let the hands just drift up toward the ceiling. Let the gaze lift up toward the hands. Exhaling, turn the palms out and the hands come down. Strong through the arms as the palms turn up, inhaling up. Reaching wide as you exhale down. And one more time, taking the hands to the ceiling. Exhaling. Good, all right. Bring the hands out in front with the palms down toward the floor. Stay tall and point the fingers up toward the ceiling, pressing out through the heels of the hands. Draw the pinky fingers back toward your face. Yeah, pressing forward. Take the palms down toward the floor, and then bring the fingers and thumbs together or into fists, and then turning those fingers down toward the floor. Open the hands wide, turn the palms in, and interlace the fingers. Press the palms forward. Breathe as you press forward. And on your next inhale, bring the shoulders back, let the hands come up to the ceiling. Exhaling, chin toward the chest, pressing forward. Inhaling, shoulders back, hands to the ceiling. Exhaling, round. And one more time, letting the hands lift up. Take the gaze straight ahead. Draw the arms back by the ears, still pressing up through the palms. Exhaling, chin to chest and round. Coming up tall, turn the palms toward you, release, wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists. Good. Bring the right hand out in front, draw it into the shoulder, lift up tall, and now take the hand up to the ceiling, reaching up through the fingers, turn the palm toward the top of the mat, and then draw that right hand back and up. Keeping the neck soft as you reach up and back. And now bring the right hand to the ceiling, take the left hand out, arc to your left. Turn the gaze down toward the left hand on the floor. Draw the right shoulder back. And bring the right hand back up to the ceiling. Let the gaze come back toward the right hand. And exhale the right arm down. Good. Gently move and breathe. Extend the left hand straight out in front. Lifting, let the left hand come up to the ceiling. Turn the palm forward, draw that left hand back and up. Bring the left hand back to the ceiling. Bring the right hand out on the floor, slide it out, arcing right, pressing down through the left sits bone, keeping the left shoulder back. And let the gaze come down toward the right hand. And then gaze comes back to the ceiling as you bring the left hand up. Reach it up. Exhaling, bring the left hand down. And now just move those shoulders. Release the arms. Relax the hands. Nice deep breaths. Bring the shoulders up toward the ears and then take the shoulders forward and down and then draw the shoulders back and lift them back up to the ears. Keeping the neck relaxed as we shoulder roll here. Bringing the breath into the movement. And go the other way, shoulders back and down, and then come forward and up. And the shoulders come to the back. Just hold the shoulders back. Gently move the head to keep the neck relaxed. One more deep breath. And exhaling, release. Bring the left hand to the outside of the right knee. Take the right hand behind. Now you lift again, let the shoulders drop and spiral to the right. See if you can see the back end of the mat in your peripheral vision. Inhaling, come to center. Bring the right hand across, left hand comes back, twisting away. Inhaling, center. And now that twist to the right, extending the right arm behind. Inhaling, come to center. And a gentle twist to the left, extending that left arm. And inhaling, coming back to center. Take that deep breath in and exhale. All right. We'll try some circles coming forward and then take the body to the left, rounding back, and then moving to the left and up, and to the right and back. And go the other direction. And then next time you come to the back, just release back. Let the chin drop toward the chest, relax the arms and the hands. And on your next inhale, lift back up into that upright seat. And bring the hands behind, fingers pointing toward the top of the mat. Let the head fall back. The gaze is up toward the ceiling, pressing the heart up and breathing. And inhaling, come on back up. Bring out the right leg and support that leg with the hands behind the knee, fingers behind the knee, and point those toes back toward your face as you press out through the heel. And circle the toes. And go the other way. Point the toes and flex, and then point and flex, and point and flex. And then press out through the outside edge of that foot. And then bring that foot in, supporting the right knee with the right arm. And you can get a lot of sensation here, or maybe not so much, your choice. And the foot can be high or low. And with your right hand or the strap, extend the leg. Again, lifting up tall. Take that foot out to the right. Again, settling down with each exhale. And the foot to center, cross over with the left hand to the foot. And now extending the right arm if you choose. And bringing that leg back to center. Support the leg behind the calf as you lift that foot a little higher. Moving the heart toward that knee that is slightly bent. And release core strength, pressing out, keeping the leg lifted. And release the left or the right leg down, bring out the left leg. Support the leg, really point those toes back toward the face. Circle the toes. And go the other way. Point the toes and flex. And point and flex. And point and flex. And then press out through the outside edge of that foot. Bring the foot in. Rock the baby. Keeping that left foot flexed so that you protect the knee. And then extend the leg. Take that foot to the left. And bring it to center and cross over. And bring the foot back to center. Lift the leg a little higher. Remembering that yoga is as much about what you don't activate as what you do activate. And then release, pressing forward. And exhale, bring the left foot down. All right. Come over onto all fours, into our table. Finding your table with the fingers spread wide, fingertips gripping the mat. Thumbs point in as much as possible and middle finger to the top of the mat. Let's do some big circles first. Let's come out to the right, then bring the hips back toward the heels. Let the head drop toward the mat, and then take the body to the left and forward. And then exhaling to the right and back. And to the left and up. And to the right and back. One more in this direction. Now coming to the right and up. To the left and back. One more big circle. Good. Bring the hips back toward the heels. And bring the elbows down to the mat. Bring the knees in under the hips if they're a little bit wide. Interlace the fingers. And now curl those toes and just lift the hips up toward the ceiling. Ah, yes, dolphin. And now you just think about straightening one leg and then the other, and they may not go completely straight, and the heels are not going to come to the mat. I can guarantee it. Keep the face relaxed. Now really bend the knees down to almost touching the mat. Still strong through the shoulders and arms, pressing the hips back. And then lift the hips up toward the ceiling. And one more time, bend those knees. Bring the knees down toward the mat. Breathe here, pressing back. And now lift the hips up to the ceiling. And bring the knees back down. Take the knees a little wide. Hips come back toward the heels. Cross the arms and rest the head on the arms. Find your resting pose. Let the hands move up toward the top of the mat with the elbows lifted, fingers spread wide. Let the head release between the arms. With each breath, the head moves a little bit closer down toward the mat. On your next inhale, bring the body up and forward into knee plank. Bend the elbows in tight to the body. Press back up. Take the hips back toward the heels. Inhaling, coming up and forward. Lower halfway. Press back up. Hips come back. Inhaling, moving forward and down. Press back up. We're going to do two more of these. Inhaling, coming up and forward. Elbows bend. Pressing up and back. One more time as you inhale, coming up, bending the elbows, pressing back up, and the hips come back. Move the hands off the mat to the right side, bring the left hand onto the right, draw the left hip back, release the head toward the right knee. And the hands to center and to the left. Side bend left. And bring the hands back to center. Again, releasing the head toward the mat, strong through the arms as the head drops toward the mat. Lift the head, inhale, come up into table. Extend the right leg with the toes on the mat. Good. Letting the right hip drop. Strong through the right leg as you press back. And now just lift into awkward pose. Left arm extends, right foot lifted, toes pointing straight down. Bring the left hand down, take the right foot out to the right, keep it lifted, looking past the right shoulder. The right leg is parallel to the floor. You're gazing at the toes and breathing. Bring the right foot back, hip height. Flatten the sacrum. Lift the leg a little higher. You can even bend the right knee, plant the foot on the ceiling, and then bring the right knee down beside the left. Take a breath in table or come to your resting pose, whatever you'd like to do. Lifting back up into table, extend the left leg, pressing back through the left heel. Let the heart soften between the arms. And now lift up into awkward pose. Long neck, gaze straight down. Breathing. Tightness in the belly. Bring the right hand down. Keeping that left foot lifted, take it to the left, gazing past the left shoulder. Now bring the left foot back, hip height. Flatten the sacrum. You can bend that left knee, plant the foot on the ceiling, lift the knee a little higher. And bring the left knee down beside the right. And again, either stay in table and breathe or come back to your resting pose. Inhale, come back up into table. Curl the toes, lift into downward facing dog. Yeah, feet are hip width apart. Strong through the hands, pressing the heart back toward the knees. Knees are bent. Good, and then step or float to the top of the mat, into half lift. Exhale and fold. Check those heels turned out slightly, pressing the toes down into the mat, bringing the weight to the front of the feet. Just breathe and release here, letting the top of the head move slowly or gently down toward the toes. And then press with the feet as you lift the hips up toward the ceiling, bringing the face closer to the knees. Now really bend the knees and press into the mat, round up. Good. Take the arms wide. Take the gaze to the ceiling and let the hands lift. Bring the palms together. Turn the gaze straight ahead. Draw the arms back by the ears. Exhaling, reaching wide as the hands come down. Good, all right. Our spinal flow, pressing into the mat. Feel the feet, feel the toes. Pick the mat up with the toes. Come up into your mountain pose. Inhale the hands up. And now bring the right arm down, arc to the right, gazing up toward the ceiling. Inhaling, bring the right hand up. Exhale, that same bend to the left. Inhaling up. Bring the arms wide. Turn the palms up, twist right. Inhaling up. And that twist to the left. And inhale up. Hands come through the heart. Long spine, hinge. Bend those knees, bring the belly down to the thighs. Release into the forward fold. Press the hips up. And bend the knees, reaching forward. Press with the feet. Exhaling the hands back on the ceiling. Inhaling up, bring the gaze forward, and exhale the hands down. Yeah, really good stuff. Yoga flop. Just ragdoll the hands. From mountain, inhale the hands up. Exhale into the forward fold. Come to half lift. Then step or float back to plank. Inhale in plank. Remember the knees can be down. Bring the shoulders or bring the elbows in as you lower. Inhale up to cobra. Toenails on the mat, knees lifted. Lifting the gaze gently without crunching the neck. And breathe. Bring the knees down or curl the toes. Press up and back, downward dog. And now step or float, top of the mat, half lift, exhale and fold. And now arms wide, press with the feet coming up. Exhale, mountain. A lot of ways we can go. Let's step wide on the mat. Comfortably wide stance. Feet are wider than the shoulders. Bring the hands to the hips. Draw the shoulders back. Press the heart forward as you hinge into wide-legged forward fold. And then release, bring the hands down, outsides of the legs, the ankles, or the floor. Good. Press those heels out toward the ends of the mat. And let the head release. Takes the hips just a little bit to the right to feel the stretch on the inside of the upper groin or inside of the groin, that upper left inside of the left leg. Bring the hips to center, take the hips a little bit to the left, feeling that nice gentle stretch inside the right leg. Let's go back to the other side. So now center, taking the hips a little to the right. Let the head release. And the hips to center and a little bit to the left. Both legs are active. And bring the hips to center. Walk the hands over toward the right foot. Take that bind and bringing the left hand just above the ankle and the right behind the leg, grasping the wrist. Fingers point down toward the floor. Let the head go toward the right knee. And then release the bind on the right. Bring the hands to center. Release into the forward fold. And then bring the hips to center. Walk the hands over toward the right foot. Take that bind and bringing the left hand just above the ankle and the right behind the leg, grasping the wrist. Fingers point down toward the floor. Let the head go toward the right knee. And then release the bind on the right, bring the hands to center, release into the forward fold. Relaxing the face, the arms. And now move the hands to the left foot into the bind. And release the bind, bring the hands back to center. Release into the fold. And now walk them hands away into wide-legged down dog, keeping the heels on the mat. Press the heart back toward that wide through the opening between the legs. Walk the hands back under the face. Get long through the spine, come up onto fingertips, bring the left fingertips under the face. Really press the belly down toward the mat, extending the right arm, and with a long spine here, open to the right. Keep pressing that belly toward the mat. Bring the right hand down, right fingertips under the face. Get long here and open to the left. And bring the left hand down. Release down to the forward fold. Put a little bend in those knees. And now get long through the spine. Bring the hands to the hips. And elbows to the ceiling as you come back up. Press the thumbs into the hip bones. Let the head fall back. Press the hips to the front. And inhaling up. Turn the toes toward the top of the mat. And then step to the top of the mat. Good. Step it out. So for mountain pose, inhale the hands up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, half lift. As you exhale, step the right foot way back on the mat. Spin the right heel in and down. Take a breath here. And now lift the right arm up toward the ceiling. Come up to your warrior two. Good. Find it. Let the shoulders release. Keeping that front knee bent. And breathe. Now straighten the front leg, let the hands drift up toward the ceiling, take the gaze up. Exhaling, come back to warrior two. Pressing that front knee to the outside. Inhaling, hands up. Exhaling, bending that front knee back to warrior two. And one more time, lifting and exhaling to warrior two. Now windmill down, taking the right hand up to the ceiling, coming back down, coming up on the back toes. Release the high lunge, long from the top of the head to the heel. And stepping the right foot, side the left, half lift. Take a breath in half lift. On your next exhale, step the left foot way back. Spin the left heel in and down. Take the left hand toward the ceiling, warrior two. Strong through the back leg, pressing through the back heel. Straighten the right leg, lifting the hands. Exhaling, warrior two. Coming up. Exhaling, warrior two. Inhaling up. And exhaling, warrior two. Let the shoulders drop. Bring the left hand up toward the ceiling, windmilling down, spinning up on the back toes, high lunge. Step the left foot up beside the right. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. And now bend the knees, arms wide, coming up. And mountain pose. Ah, good, all right. Find your mountain, inhale up. Now exhale, diving to the forward fold. Come to half lift. Float back to plank. Exhale, lower. Release the toes, come to locust. Arms and hands lifted, feet and legs lifted. Head, shoulders lifted. Point the foot, the feet, flex the toes, and breathe. Two more deep breaths. And exhale, release everything down, turn the palms up, bring the right side of the face to the mat. And the left side of the face. Bring the hands under the shoulders, press up to table and bring the feet around to the front. All right, bring the feet about halfway in. Find the balance. Open the legs wide. This is going to be a little different. So now we're doing a wide-legged Navasana, wide-legged boat. It's different. Reach the hands forward toward the top of the mat, palms together. And you can bend the knees. One more deep breath. Exhaling, bring the feet in, into cobbler. And sliding the feet a little bit toward the top of the mat into diamond butterfly. Bring the elbows ahead of the shins. Let the head go. Inhaling, lift up. Bring the knees up toward the ceiling. Bring the hands behind the knees and gently roll back down to the mat. Ah, yes. Take a breath here. Bring the right knee into the chest and hug it in. And then take it over and up toward the right shoulder. Bring it back to center. Take the foot straight up to the ceiling. Strong through the lifted leg. Bring the hands behind the knee. With a little bend in the knee, gently draw that foot back over the face. Mind doesn't get there. And then release. Slowly lower the right leg down. Point the toes and lift it back. Flex and lower. Point and lift. And lower. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Bring the left knee into the chest. And take the left knee over and up toward the left shoulder. Knee back to the center, coming up with the left foot. Drawing that left leg back. And then release, slowly lower that left leg. Point the toes and lift. Flex and lower. Point and lift. And flex and lower, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Bring both knees into the chest. Good, gently rock. Open the knees wide, one hand on each knee. And bring the knees back to center, bring the feet down to the mat. And you can have the feet and knees together as we do our twists to finish up. Hip width or mat width, whichever you want. Arms come wide, let the knees fall to the right. Turn your gaze to the left. Knees to the ceiling, knees left and gaze right. And bring the knees back to center. Stretch those legs long. Inhaling, stretch the right side. Inhale, reach through those right fingers, reach back, reach forward through the heel of the right foot. And then exhale and release. Inhaling, stretch the left side. And exhale, release. And one long, deep stretch, everything, both arms and both legs. And exhale to Savasana. Resting pose. Yeah, begin with little movements. Then larger movements, stretching if you'd like. Roll to one side if you want to come up, pressing up. So thank you for practicing with me on the Tuesday practice. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you.